Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Off the Field Podcast with your host, Jason. Now, in this one, we're going to talk about the aftermath of the Super Bowl. You guys do not know I am a huge New England Patriots fan. You guys might can see this over here. That is a Patriots blanket. I also have a hat. Do not have it on tonight. Um, as a fellow Patriots fan, this one was tough. This was a tough pill to swallow because our offensive line, I knew that was our weakest link. Campbell and the other rookie. Campbell said all the right things when he got drafted. You know, a fellow LSU brethren who that side was, they wasn't touching the quarterback when he was at LSU. But now he's getting picked on. You know, and now he's finding out the true difference between an NFL pass rush and a college pass rush. Even though he played in the SEC, it's not even close. You know, we just did not play football. It's like the moment was too big, and obviously this is only Drake's May's second year. I think a lot of people kind of forget about that. Should have been the MVP in my opinion. One vote, missed out on one vote. You know, congratulations to Stafford. I did see, you know, him with his children. That was I ain't gonna lie, almost brought a tear to my eye. But man, oh man, that Seattle defense. I knew they was the truth. And this postseason, think about this, guys. The postseason for the Patriots. The Chargers defense. Then you got Houston's defense. And then you got Denver defense. And then, you know, to set it all off, you got the Seattle Seahawks defense. It was going to happen. It was bound to happen. It's just unfortunate that it happened during the Super Bowl. And watching it live, I wasn't as upset as I thought I would be. I think I even said this, that I probably would have been more upset if it was a closer game. If it came down to a field goal or came down to a touchdown, I would have been way more pissed. Yeah, but Seattle dominated, you know. But our defense, you know, something that I don't think a lot of people gave us credit for. Our defense is legit too. They're right there with those with those defenses I just named. They might not got the names of those defenses, but they right up there. Gonzalez, I mean, lockdown corner, Chason off the edge, relentless. You know, we got some guys out there. You know, safeties. You know, got Carlton Davis on the other side. You know, veteran presence who won the Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like, we got some dogs on that defense. And to be honest with you guys, we were in the game. It was field goal after field goal after field goal after field goal. I ain't gonna lie to you, at one point in time, when I was streaming, the chat even said this. I think the kicker is gonna be the MVP. Obviously, we know Walker was offensive player. I mean, the offensive MVP for the Super Bowl. So congratulations to him. Bruh, Le'Veon Bell, he reminded me so much of him. I was terrified of him running the ball. Like, I watched, obviously, the San Francisco one. I watched, obviously, the Rams game. And that was one dude I was freaking terrified of. Because one thing that the Patriots defense is not that good at is patient running backs. You know, now if he was just a running back that just want to hit the hole, we got that. But a patient running back with the Patriots defense has not had good history. We get out of our line, we can't and then here's another thing, guys. We couldn't tackle to save our lives at all. Got him. I mean, got Sam Darnold dead to rights. What happens? He throws a fucking strike, or he runs for a first down. And then you got Walker with the most patience I've ever seen, bro. It was getting to a point where I was like, is he? I ain't gonna lie, I thought my TV was stuck in slow motion. Like, hold on, did I like press something on my on the butt? Like, I'm looking at my remote. Like, hold on now, did I press? Motherfuckers, god damn me patient. And Drake May did not have a good game at all. I feel like, and this is my personal opinion, felt like the moment was too big for him. And obviously he's going to learn from it and he's going to be better at these situations, but I feel like they should have got Diggs the ball early. Diggs didn't catch the ball until the fourth quarter. You know, I feel like they were playing like the Denver game when it was snowing outside. When they knew that their defense was not going to give up a touchdown. So what they did was field position. I'm going to run the ball, get about 2 yards, get a yard, throw it out of bounds, let our defense get on the field. And I know our defense, one of these downs is going to get a turnover. And that's exactly what happened. That's what won Patriots the game against Denver. But this is the Super Bowl. You got to go all out. Whatever play that you guys have been holding in the whole entire season, you got to bring them out this game. This is the game that matters. There are football players that don't even get a chance to be in the Super Bowl. You got to, like, the Hollins, hey, shout out to Hollins, man, my guy. Those two throws right there, we needed that in the first half, mate. Get the ball out quickly. See, that's one thing that kind of irks me with May. He holds the ball way too long. His offensive line is not good. So you know what you do? You get the ball out quick. You don't try to make the house play, the house call play. You don't. You get the ball out to your receivers. Diggs work in the middle. Diggs works the middle better than almost anybody. You know, and man, that pass rush was relentless, you know. Once again, made with the turnovers, man. This whole postseason, man, made in these turnovers just makes me so upset, you know, because I know what he wants to do. I know he wants the big play. He's a young quarterback. He wants the big play. He loves that feeling. But at the end of the day, you got to take what the defense is giving you, you know. And it looked like he was seeing ghosts out there. It really did. It looked like Seattle was giving him looks that he was not prepared for. And yeah, it was crazy to think that it was still a game. After hearing all of that and seeing the final score, you guys probably would think, oh, that wasn't even a game. It was still a game. That's crazy, guys. You know? Am I disappointed? Yes, I am. There's a lot of things that could have been better to put the Patriots in a better position to win. Couldn't run the ball. Stevens had probably two or three okay carries. The whole playoffs, Henderson from Ohio State, the rookie sensation, he wasn't able to get those explosive runs like the Bills game, you know, even though Patriots lost. He wasn't able to rip off none of those runs, you know. Um, and I felt like maybe May they could have done a trick play or two. Get that pass rush, off him a little bit. You know, put a speedster, put one of they speedsters, and back there in the backfield. Let Diggs work. Go in the backfield, let him work. Get some plays like that. Get Drake. Drake made the thing that has saved our offense in the postseason was Drake May's running, and he had like two good runs, two really really good runs. But Seattle just made him a pocket passer. And Drake May is not a pocket passer. He is a lethal passer, but he uses his legs a lot. Now, if that was Tom would have shredded that defense with the way they were collapsing, because he would have got to Gronk. That's a matchup nightmare. Get to Edelman, work in the middle of the field. He's catching pretty much anything that comes his way. But we don't have that type of team, and obviously the offensive line is where it all starts. Offensive line shit the bed. I mean, I love Campbell, right? Coming out of LSU. I love what he said at the draft. He said, like I say, he said all the right things. Got his hype. Man, he could not block anything. Hell, at one point in time, I was thinking to myself, I could probably put on Seattle jersey right now and get a sack against Campbell. He's slow, and he allows people to push him back. His technique is not good. It doesn't help that we have two rookies right beside each other. They're both getting destroyed. So now May, as soon as he drops back, guess what? The Seattle defense is right here. And then not only that, Drake May seeing goes. So when he get into a line, he looking, he's like, I can't do that either. So it was just bad execution. Coaching could have been better. It was just a bad. It was a bad way to end the season. Not only that, to play like this in the Super Bowl, though, you picked the worst time to play this bad in this big of a game. The Super Bowl, baby. Chance to get 7 rings. Break the tie with Pittsburgh. I believe it's Pittsburgh. Break the tie with Pittsburgh. Be right there with Tom. Tom got 7. More than any other franchise. Your time. Drake May. You had to put on the Superman cape, man, to win this game. And unfortunately, he couldn't. And like I said, this is not all on Drake May. Our whole offensive line bears a lot of the credit. They played their worst game of the season, in my opinion. And we knew that coming in, that offensive line struggled. I mean, Drake May and Joe Burrow, most sacked quarterbacks in playoff history. Now, that year Joe Burrow willed his team to the Super Bowl against the Rams. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know which offensive line was worse, because the Bengals offensive line that year was bad. I don't know how Joe was even able to get the ball to Chase, even on a little quick slant. It was that bad. So yeah, it's a lot of things we gotta fix in the off season. For one, you gotta start with that offensive line. You got to. Obviously, this is, you got 2 rookies. Well, this be their second year. Um, this draft class this year has some pretty, from my understanding, some pretty good offensive linemen. So, man, it's tough. It's tough as a Patriots fan to lose like that. Obviously, all the Seattle fans and stuff are on my TikTok, and was in the chat. Talking they shit, which they deserve it. They dominated us. Man, talk your shit. I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't gonna rebuttal. I'm not gonna. No. I'ma like what you say in the comments and keep it moving. Keep it pushing. And like I said, congratulations to the Seattle players, the Seattle coach. I think he was the third youngest head coach to win the Super Bowl. So congratulations to him. He called a hell of a defense, man. That defense was. You know what's crazy? I ain't gonna lie to you. What's crazy? I would have loved to see Houston's defense against Seattle's offense. And I want to know this, guys. Who would you guys pick? Seattle's defense or Houston's defense? Let me know. Let me know in the comments who you guys would choose. Let's see if there anything else I have to say about this one. I'm mad, but I'm not as mad as I thought I would be. Because I just have a feeling that we're gonna be back sooner than a lot of people think. I mean, we went from I'm proud of the team. We went from 4-11 to a Super Bowl with a new not first time head coach, but a new head coach who played obviously with the Patriots, won a Super Bowl with them. Vrabel. When he was at Tennessee, he had them number one in the AFC. Seems like almost every year they was number one with Derrick Henry and them boys and AJ Brown and all that. And what he did for us as a team will be something I will never take for granted. He gave the Patriots way back again. The smash mouth. That we gonna run the ball and we gonna spread this. We not gonna go old school. We gonna mix in old school with new school. And our defense, it's gonna be hard to score. Cause Gonzalez and Davis, cause Gonzalez like that. He taking your number one. And by the way, I remember hearing the whole week, oh, he's not gonna be able to guard Smith or Jigba. He single-handedly kept us in the game. I thought Chason was gonna have more of an impact. He wasn't able to, unfortunately, but yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one, guys. As a Patriots fan, I know it's probably gonna be some Seattle fans on this podcast. Have at it. You guys have it. You guys won the Super Bowl. You have every right to go on about it as you wish. I would just say this, guys. For some of you Seattle fans, you act like y'all have never been here before. Y'all have won the Super Bowl before. You dominated in that Super Bowl against Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos. It was like, 40-something to 8? Something like that. The most lopsided Super Bowl victory in modern history. I remember watching that. I was going for Denver, obviously, because I'm a Peyton Manning fan. And I remember just being in my grandparents' house, watching the game and being like, "Are you fucking serious, bro? Like, what?" Oh my God. I think I was even more mad about that one than this one tonight. Last night. Yeah, Patriots gonna be back. Not worried. Drake May is only gonna get better. hopefully in his third year he learned from his mistakes, and learn to hold the ball, hold to the ball a lot more. And it's okay to take the sack. You, as long as you don't put it in harm's way like you did the Denver game, your defense is going to hold on for as long as they can. And then the dam did break, unfortunately, because they held on. They forced field goal at the field goal at the field goal at the field goal at the field goal. At one point in time, everybody was like, is there ever going to be a touchdown in this game? Like, it went to, I think it was the fourth quarter before it was a touchdown by Seattle. Seattle scored the first touchdown in the Super Bowl, and it wasn't until the fourth quarter. That should let you know how legit the Patriots defense is, and how scary, legit them Seattle Seahawks are on defense as well. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about on this episode for this podcast. I know this is not the norm, I guess you could say. But yeah, I just want to give my thoughts and opinions about how I really feel. Like I said, I'm not upset, I'm disappointed, but it's a lesson that hopefully May takes with him, and hopefully the offensive line takes this with them as well throughout the off season, and get better. They have another year underneath their belt, the two rookies, so hoping for the best for them, hoping for the best for everybody on the Patriots as well. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this podcast episode. Love you guys. Oh, before I leave, I want to tell you guys this. Soon, I don't know when, I don't know which episode will be. This will be on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, podcast. I don't know what it is, but soon it will be on those apps, so you guys can just listen to it and not have to, if you guys are doing something, watching the dishes or something, you guys can have this playing in the background. When that does happen, it will be all episodes, so I'll be going back from one to where we are at right now, and it will be the audio versions, and they'll all be in order, so you guys can just go right through it. Love you guys, though. Appreciate you guys for all the love and support. Continue to show your love and support for your boy in the comments and on this episode. See you guys in the next one.